Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here to show you something really special, something that I have been wanting to share with you all. So it's about the modifications that I have done on Dusty, my Xpulse 204V Pro, and well, most of the modifications are on the performance bit, and obviously there has been some for the aesthetics part of it too. So without any further ado, let's dive in. Okay, so first up we have got this rally seat from Hero. So this is a part of the rally kit, and it really helps me to slide forward and backward, gives me better control and maneuverability when I'm going through some tricky terrain. One thing you have to understand that this is quite tall, and it bumps up the seat height to 920mm. So, and it's quite narrow, so there's not a lot of space for your butt, but I guess I'll any day sacrifice that in terms of gaining better comfort and maneuverability. I mean comfort in terms of control. So that's the first thing that I have got for the bike right after picking it up. And my instructor, he told me to get this seat right off before I start learning off-road. So that's there. In my opinion, this seat is quite comfortable when I compare it to the stock seat. I have been I rode this bike in the stock seat as well. I got this seat when I got the first servicing done on this bike. So yeah, I found the stock seat was quite hard. It had better surface area for your butt. This doesn't, but I still feel this is more comfortable than the stock seat. And I have been riding continuously for more than 60 odd kilometers, and nothing really happens. But yeah, if you have something heavy on your back, then you might get some pain on your groin area after 50-60 odd kilometers. But otherwise you should be fine for at least 100 kilometers straight ride. And I think that's a great deal when you talk about rally seats. Ideally they're not supposed to do this, but this is quite comfortable in my opinion. It's really purpose built for active off-road riding. That's what I want to say about the seat. Next up we have this Enduro tail tidy. So this is actually for the aesthetics part of it. You won't get any PHP upgrade or better control for this. Well, obviously this makes it way neat. It looks cleaner. The name itself says tail tidy, right? So it is much tidier now. This is Enduro tail tidy, and it comes with a rear light, so it replaces the rear tail light that usually, the stock tail light. So this piece you can get it from any good aftermarket store, store that have good collection. You will get it, and these are not very expensive. Alright, so next let's talk about this footpegs. So these are the Motourenn Rally Footpegs. These are 25mm wider than the stock footpegs. So while you're riding out there on off-road with your motocross boots, this gives a nice grip, and you get much more space to place your foot. And while settling, if you spend a lot of time settling up, this is going to be a good modification for the bike and for you obviously. And so this is made up of stainless steel. It's a very high tensile, I think it's called high tensile stainless steel, or it's very durable. That's what I mean. It's very durable, it's rugged, and it probably will last a lifetime. So that's it. It's quite easy to now saddle up on the bike for a long time, for longer period of time. The next modification on Dusty are these handlebars. These are the wide handlebars. These are from Moto Torque. These are called the Xpulse Rally Edition handlebars, I believe. This is very rigid and it feels very durable. So the reason I got this is when I did my first off-road class, off-road session, you may say, and I got tremendous back pain. So I'll also blame myself for this as well, because I've not been hitting the gym to strengthen up my core, and for off-road the core strength matters a lot. So that's definitely on the to-do list, and I have to get to that soon. But for now, to make things easier, I've got this Rally Edition handlebar from Moto Torque. This is quite rigid and durable, like I said, and it gives me much more confidence now, to saddle up. And these are pretty wide as well, so gives you better control when you're in that sort of attack position. It gives you good control over the bike in off-road terrain. I was already planning for this modification right off the first dirt session, and I think I have mentioned about that in the previous video. So if you have not watched it yet, I'll be sure to put a link probably somewhere up there in the info section. Please go and watch that video right after finishing this one. The next set of upgrade that I have done to the motorcycle is this foldable adventure style foldable mirrors, and these are from a generic brand, so not very expensive, but it serves the purpose quite well. And it's very easy. You can just tighten it using just your fingers, just your hand. And when you're sort of riding in the off-road parts, the off-road terrain or the trails, you can just fold them inside or just open them up, and when you're heading back, when you're on the highway, you can again fix them. So it's quite easy and convenient. Makes your life much easier. This is worth the money. And there are definitely other brands like Double Take and Ram mounts, I guess, but they're quite expensive, somewhere above the 10k mark. So these are quite cheap. So now here's the star of the show, the K3G Rally Tower. So this is the Scorpion model, and this is probably one of the most important and significant modification that I have done on this motorcycle. So it completely transforms the front end of the motorcycle in terms of look and functionality. And you can mount a lot of accessories here, like you can mount the GPS mount here like I have, and you can also mount some accessories like your phone charger, or some GoPro mounts, or some switches, or even a tool pouch for that matter, or a medikit. So this has completely elevated the looks of the bike, and so now my Xpulse looks like a proper rally machine. So mounted on the rally tower are these aux lights. So these are the Liu HJG 9 LED Cree, I believe, Cree lights. These are 60 watts each, and combined they are about 6,000 lumens. So this light was previously on my Interceptor, and well, now they are here. And why they are here, that's the topic for a different video. But right now they are serving me right, and I have not tested them out yet on like riding at night in the off-road trails. But if you do, then these are really great, and it will help you out a lot. But they have been helping me on highways, and you know how the stock light of the Xpulse is, but this is at least, if I'm not wrong, 20 times better than the stock headlight. So the next modification that I have done is this radiator grill from Legundary Customs, and this basically will protect the motorcycle from roost, some flying objects, or if I happen to drop the bike on trail. And it also is a nice addition for the overall rugged look of the bike. So yeah, that's there. And last but not the least, few things like this Bobo mobile mount. So this one comes with a vibration dampener, and this is cheap, but it's quite good for the money. And there are tons of options. You might be knowing, like quad lock or peak design, but I feel this is more than enough. And apart from that, I have removed the pillion footrests, because why do I need them here on this bike? I ride this bike alone. My pillion doesn't ride with me on this one, and this is for my off-road adventures, like learning and doing stuff on off-road. So I think it helps me to shred some weight off the bike. And apart from that, yeah, obviously I have removed the front mudguard as well. So you might be knowing, people who do proper off-roads, like proper off-roads where there are deep ruts and slush and whatnot, the front wheel might get trapped, might get jammed because of all the mud that has been accumulated on the front wheel. So to avoid that, people do remove that front mudguard. Well, I'm not gonna do any sort of that stuff right at the moment, but just for the aesthetic appeal, I have removed that. So I guess that's a wrap for this video. That's all the modifications that I have done on my Xpulse 204V Pro so far. And right now I have not tested out this modifications, well, only in brief, but not in a detailed way, so I might not be able to give you a very good review on this yet. But very soon enough, I'm going to learn further off-road and dive in on that aspect quite a bit, and probably then I'll know how these are functioning. Right at this moment, from how many ever kilometers I have ridden on this bike, I can tell you that the handlebar has really helped me, and so does the footpegs, and the rally seat as well. And in terms of highway riding, the Rally Tower has been great, because I was able to put the aux lights, and obviously that windshield cuts out a lot of wind blasts on the highway. So yeah, from that standpoint, this modification so far has been pretty great. So most of the things that you see on this bike, I have bought it offline. So there's a store called Otonity, which is in JC Road, Bangalore. So Bangaloreans, if you're watching this, you will know. So but I'll try to put all the prices and the links for all these modifications that I have done on this bike, so that you can just look up and understand all the products. So if you like this video, hit the like button, and please consider subscribing to my channel WanderNeel if you haven't subscribed it yet. And let me know in the comment section as well if you own an Xpulse, and if you have done any sort of modifications on your Xpulse or any motorcycle for that matter. Just write it down in the comment section, and we can talk about it or discuss about it. So until next time, keep the throttle open and always wear your helmet and riding gears when you're riding out there with your beast. This is Neil, signing off.